I think we went into the selection show hopeful, but knowing that our chances weren't great. That's just the reality. RPI is kind of a game inside the game, and sometimes we played a number of teams that were really good teams from good conferences, and although those teams had good RPIs, their overall win-loss record wasn't great. If you're in the Pac-12, a couple of teams in the Big Ten, and so we don't necessarily get as many RPI points, if you want to call it that, as maybe beating teams that were from lower conferences that had better records. That's just the nature of RPI. You know, RPI finished at 44. Pablo rating, I think, was at 33, which includes probably a little more accurate indicator of a team's strength in terms of sets played and points played. And so, you know, we weren't surprised. We thought before the Dayton game, if we beat Dayton, then we'd have probably maybe a 75% chance of getting in. If we lost to Dayton, we felt that number would drop to about a 10. We had a couple things go our way Saturday in terms of Illinois State winning and Creighton winning our conference tournaments. Maybe push us up to 20. That's a guess. Obviously, nobody really knows. The selection committee has to make that decision. So I would say we were disappointed that we didn't get in, but I didn't feel we were wronged. I didn't feel that it was unfairly left out or anything like that. And ultimately, we had our chances. You know, we had set point in the third against Arizona State first weekend. We had 2 match points in Northwestern, and then in our own conference tournament at home, up 12-7 in the fifth. So we're not one to really make excuses or blame on the selection committee. We had our chances and didn't take advantage of those chances when they were there in front of us. Yeah, that's always the hardest thing at the end of the year, is when your seniors don't get to play in beyond conference tournament, going into NCAA tournament play. It is, as I shared with them after the match, they've all given different things at different times. They're all unique and gifted in their own way, and we're thankful for what they've given to our school, each of them. And I think it is that they're special kids, you know. And it's always, when you get to this time of year, that's the hard thing. It's just seeing seniors not be able to continue. I think, you know, look at Lamberti's last match. I mean, almost went 20 kills again. I mean, she's a kid that just went to a different level in the third and the fourth set. And it was just fun to watch. I served well. I mean, she's just a kid that she's one of the most well-rounded players that I've ever coached. And when I say one of, it's to keep it in general terms, but I can't think of a kid that I've coached in 18 years that was a more well-rounded player, that was better at more things. Just a tremendously gifted player, and they're all going to be missed next year in terms of who they are as people, in terms of what they offered us on the court. Lamberti is one that I've said all along, I don't know that people really know just how good she is, and they won't fully get it until she's gone. And I think we'll learn pretty quickly how many things that she's done for our team. And we're going to need some young players to step up and grow up very quickly to fill the shoes of the senior class. But on the other side, we also have some of those just incredible moments that we look back on. And, you know, Miami on senior day, when you take a team that's won 10 matches in a row and they don't get past 15. And our seniors just feel like on top of the world that day. You know, and beating Ohio State on the road, beating Xavier, going to Dayton with the chance to what we term battle for Ohio, to sweep the top 3 Ohio teams other than us. There are a lot of really positive things that I look back that way more than offset the negatives. You know, having a 16-0 regular season, what was a special thing that our kids will always be able to take with them and know that that's something they achieved, and it was real. And as hard as the ending is, and at least for a little while will continue to be, there are a lot of very positive memories that have occurred this year for our players, for our coaches, for our fans. It's just truly an honor and a blessing to be able to coach here, just to be able to be in this environment, to come out to the conference tournament and look up and see 2,500 fans. And that's just, I've coached long enough and I've been in enough arenas to know that that's not the norm. And I mean, I've been in Pac-12 arenas, I've been in Big Ten arenas that didn't have near this number of fans. And it's a great place. And I'm happy to be here. I'm looking forward to next year, and in time, the hard things will start to fade. That happens every year, and the good memories will remain. And then we'll get back to work, and that's just part of it right now. We let our kids kind of get over it right now, whatever that is for them. For me, I'll be in a deer stand in about 3 hours. But for our players, you know, they're going to do what they need to do to kind of get through it, some together, some individually, and then we'll get back to work, because that's what we do.